Hello everybody and welcome back to the FPL channel where we live and talk FPL. Wait, the camera's a little bit. There we go. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk fixtures. So the Premier League has released its fixtures for the new season. So what I did was I looked through the fixtures, see which teams are worth investing, see which teams are not worth investing at the moment. So let's get into it. Before we do, I'd just like to make a few little points. So I made a few FPL videos last year, but I didn't do it regularly. I got off the wall, so I'll try to make more regular FPL content this year. So you won't regret hitting that subscribe button and hitting the little post notification so that you don't miss my future FPL videos. And also, if you want to see me on a non-FPL basis, my regular channel, it's in the description box of this video, first link, or it's on the top right hand corner of the video. So let's talk fixtures. So before the fixtures are released, like a week before, I posted on my Twitter account. Oh yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Samuel_d_B_021. So I put out a tweet like there are 10 teams which I would like to invest my squad in. The fixtures haven't come out yet. So they are Bournemouth, Palace, Everton, Leicester, Liverpool, Man City, Newcastle, Southampton, Spurs, Watford. So I put a bit of reasoning as well because they have strong core players, settled manager, and they ended the season nicely. Like the likes of Everton, the likes of Leicester, they ended the season on a bang. So they are worth considering for the new season. Newcastle, new owners, Rafa Benitez, he's there for a long time. Liverpool, Man City, Spurs, they are the top three. Southampton, Ralph Hasenhüttl has got them playing in an attacking way, so they're worth investing. Watford, mainly Jared Deulofeu and Ben Foster. That's about it. Bournemouth, if they get their defense sorted, they are a really good side. Palace, defensively great. Offensively, if Zaha doesn't leave, they're worth noting. So that's the 10 teams. And of course, there's some notable absentees in there, like the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United. They're not in there. Wolves, they're not in there yet. Of course, this can change with the summer transfer window. Like Wolves, I didn't include them just because of the Europa League. Like, if they don't invest well, they're out the door quickly. And you know what happened to Burnley last season with the Europa League qualifiers, and that's one thing I'm worried about Wolves. So that's why I didn't include them. Of course, this can change. If Newcastle don't do well in the transfer window, and they always start badly, so I'm going to have to eliminate them. And Wolves, if they invest well, they can come in. So it will vary between 9 and 11. Any updates you can see on my Twitter page, go follow there, you won't regret it. And Chelsea, Arsenal, Manchester United. So why didn't I include them? Chelsea, transfer ban, Hazard out, Sarri out, no need to emphasize. Arsenal, horrible defense, attack inconsistent, and a transfer budget of £2.50. That's about it. I mean, 40 million, you can do nothing with 40 million. Of course, unless they sell somebody and get some really good investment in. We just have to see. Manchester United, poor squad, a manager, inexperienced manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and of course, our summer transfer window is just utter chaos at the moment. So I'll stay away from them at the start, but if they really get going throughout the middle, I'll invest in them. That's my plan. Then the fixtures came out. I looked at the fixtures, and one team from the 10 that I didn't include in here that interests me is West Ham. Let me read out their fixtures for you. They have Man City at home, Brighton away, Watford away, Norwich at home, Villa away, Man United at home. So Man City at home, that's a goner. That's 3 points down the drain. The remaining 5, Brighton, Watford, Norwich, Villa, Man United. Even Man United, they can win at home. They won last year at home to Man United, so they can do it again. If they invest well, they can do it again. These 4, they're all winnable. They're all winnable. Brighton, yes, they are the strugglers of last year. They just survived. Watford, it's a tough game, but I think they'll get it. Norwich, Villa, promoted teams, I think they can get the best. They can get the win out of them. So 5 out of 6 they can get. But the thing here is, They have really inconsistent assets. Remember last year? Nobody was consistent enough that we could invest in. Felipe Anderson, he had a little good run, but apart from that, he was a 2-point merchant. Arnautovic, injured 24/7. Fabianski, save points can only get you a certain distance in FPL. So I don't really see a good person, an established FPL player that we can invest in. And that's a shame, really, because that set of fixtures for a team like, let's say for a team like Southampton or a team like Watford, Jared Deulofeu, the likes of Jared Deulofeu, Nathan Redmond, James Ward-Prowse, they're in our squad immediately. That's how it goes. And then you move on to the 10. Apart from that, I don't really see really good fixtures in the other 9. I mean, yes, some are decent, but I don't see anything that stands out as much as West Ham does. And of course, we got to go into the 10. And the team that actually pops out is Leicester, because their fixtures look like this: Wolves at home, Chelsea away, Sheffield United away, Bournemouth at home, United away, Tottenham at home. So they have 3 big teams, 3 top 6, and Wolves in the first 6. So that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be absolutely tough because, sorry, I put the window open. So Chelsea away winnable, Man United away winnable. But the thing is, fact still remains: 4 out of 6 are really tough. They have really good assets, but they have really bad fixtures. So my question is, do we invest in Leicester early and reap the benefits if they do come good? Or do we wait a bit and see how it goes, and then when the fixtures get easier, you boom, get invested in Leicester? That's the question. Other teams with bad fixtures, Newcastle and Watford, I don't think I really need to go in depth into Newcastle and Watford because, they don't really have that good assets like Leicester. I mean, they do have a few good assets. Newcastle, they have Fabian Schär, they have Solomon Rondon, Ayoze Perez, Matt Ritchie. If he gets into a defender, that's like a penalty-taking defender. Like, you got to get in there, right? Watford, they have Jared Deulofeu, Ben Foster, and Jose Holebas. Well, if you discount the yellow cards, he is a really good asset if you discount the yellow cards. And of course, like Troy Deeney, if they get going, they got really some. Abdullah Doucouré, he gets some good goals as well, so they have some good assets, but they have really bad fixtures, so I wouldn't go into there. And then you move on to, I put 3 categories into there: bad fixtures, rotatable fixtures, good fixtures. So the rotatable, there are 2 teams that I put in there: Palace and Southampton. So they have mixed fixtures. Palace, you have the likes of Wan-Bissaka, Van Aanholt. You have I'm not sure how Guaita will be priced this year, but if he's 4 million, come on, you gotta put him in your squad. But I think he'll be 4.5. Then you move into midfield. Luka penalty Milivojevic. If Villa comes in, he could be a real asset. Zaha as well. He's the one that's getting assists for Milivojevic's penalties, so keep an eye on Zaha. If he leaves, Palace are screwed. That's all I'm saying. If he leaves, Palace are screwed. They are out of my list. Then you move on to, if Batshuayi stays, that's good as well. Then you move on to Southampton. They have got some really good fixtures, but again, fixtures are not great, but they can be good. I mean, I messed up it, didn't I? So what I'm trying to say here is, I'm not saying you don't have to invest in them. You can go check the fixtures for yourself. If I read them out, it's going to take a long time. So what I mean is, you have 11 starters, right? Palace and Southampton, they can take 3 places. At least that's my theory. They can take 3 places, and you can rotate between them. Out of 15, I mean, not 11. Palace and Southampton can take 3 out of 15, and 2 of them, or even 1 of them, can be starters, and you rotate between the 3. That's at least my theory. But of course, I'm just an amateur FPL player making FPL videos. So let me know in the comments how you think of the fixtures. Moving on, we have the good fixtures, and I have 5 teams for this: Bournemouth, Everton, Liverpool, City, Spurs. Yep, that's it, 5 teams. I don't know what I was going to say next. These are good fixtures that you can really invest in. And the team that stands out within all of that, is Everton. Everton's fixtures, no top 6 teams in the first 6 matches. Like, I look fixtures in blocks of 6, so I'm only talking for the first 6 fixtures, and so no top 6. So do we invest heavily in Everton? Is Everton the make or break of your FPL season? I mean, FPL start, because it can really make a difference here. Because let's put it this way: if you invest in a double Everton defense, Luka Dean, Jordan Pickford, with the double Liverpool defense of Alexander-Arnold, Andrew Robertson, that's a back 4. That's a Merseyside back 4. So it could really make a difference, because not every person has the guts to go with a double Everton defense. So do you go with a double Everton defense? Do you not? Do you go for an Everton attacker? Do you go Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Gylfi Sigurdsson, Bernard, or anybody else that comes in the door? Do you invest in them, or do you just casually leave them out? Let me know in the comment sections down below. And that's about it. Nothing much to know from the fixtures, just a good little video to get off the way, good FPL talk. Of course, these are just the fixtures. I mean, prizes do matter when it comes to deciding who comes into your squad and who doesn't come into your squad. So that's about it. Thanks for watching till the end of the video, and if you haven't yet, go down there, hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. And hopefully, until next time, I'll see you guys, and let's talk FPL. Sayonara.